Hello everyone, myself Dr. Anuradha Sharma, and once again we are back with fourth part of NEET Express series. This NEET Express series contain questions of covering the entire biology syllabus, and this will be important for your NEET 2021 to 2023. So before starting the series, we would like to begin with the quote, "Arise, awake and stop not till the goal is reached." Now here comes the first question. The given diagram shows budding in bacteria, binary fission in amoeba, budding in yeast, or budding in sponge. So this is the diagram which is showing the. Now looking at the diagram, we can see that this is amoeba, and this diagram is showing the process of binary fission. Now, what is this binary fission? This binary fission is asexual reproduction. Now we know that asexual reproduction is a type of reproduction in which a new offspring is formed without the fusion of gametes. So in asexual reproduction, the gametes are not required, that is female and male gametes are not required, and new individual is formed. So this diagram is showing the binary fusion in amoeba. We can see that this amoeba is dividing and nucleus is also dividing, and further it gives rise to two daughter cells. So this figure represents the binary fission in amoeba. Next question is select the correct option regarding A, B, and C. Now this is the diagram. We can see that this diagram is of muscle. So we have to select the correct option regarding A, B, and C. Now we can see the options are: A is tropomyosin that run close to F-actin throughout its length. B is troponin complex protein distributed at regular intervals of tropomyosin. C is F-actin polymer of monomeric G protein helically bound to each other. And fourth option is none of these. Now we know among these options, we can see that B option is the correct, that is B represents the troponin. And we know troponin is a component of thin filaments and it along with actin and tropomyosin, and it forms complex with calcium ions to trigger the production of this muscular force or muscle. It is distributed throughout the complex in periodic distribution. So B represents this troponin. So B option is the correct answer. Next question is identify A and B shown in this figure. A DNA, B is capsid. Next option is A is RNA and B is DNA. Third is A is capsid, B is RNA, and fourth is A is RNA and B is capsid. Now this represents, we can see that this figure represents the virus and this figure represents the protein code that is head of the virus. This B is RNA and A is the capsid, and these are capsomeres. So the function of capsid and capsomeres, they protect the genetic material, that is RNA. So genetic material of virus is protected, that is RNA. So RNA, we know it is nucleic acid. So option C is the correct answer. That is A is capsid and B is RNA. Next question is identify around the structure A in this diagram. The options are heterocyst, mucilaginous sheath, cyanobacteria or ATP. Now this, by looking at the diagram, we can say that this structure, it represents the, it is this is A and it is heterocyst. Now, what is the function of heterocyst? Heterocysts are used in nitrogen fixation. So they fix the atmospheric nitrogen and help in nitrogen fixation. So first option is the correct answer, that is heterocyst. Next question is figure shown here is human urinary system with structure labeled A to D. Select the option which correctly identifies them and give their characteristic or function. Now there are different options which are given. According to these options, we can say that this structure is structure of urinary system. Now in urinary system, we know, okay, this is urinary bladder, a pair of kidney is there. This A is the adrenal gland. And this represents the kidney, that is so this A, it represents this adrenal gland. And so option D is the correct answer, that is adrenal gland. A represents the adrenal gland and it is located at the anterior part of the kidney. This secrete cholecystokolaminins which stimulate the glycogen breakdown. So this adrenal gland, it helps in glycogen breakdown. So option D is the correct answer. Now next question is what is represented by the figure? Criminal or suspect identification, human genome project, recombinant DNA technology, or development of bioinformatics. Now we can see that this is girl and this is the DNA or nucleotide sequence. Now after that, this is chromosome. This is again nucleotide sequence. And this is further read by bioinformatics. So what this figure represents, we can take cell or DNA and we can identify a nucleotide sequence. So this is represented by, this figure represents this human genome project, that is human genome project. Now human genome project is international scientific research project with a goal to determine the basic pairs that make up human DNA, and it also identifies and maps all the genes of human genome. Now it can do this by both physical and functional standpoint of view, and this is done basically with the help of this bioinformatics, which uses the computer technology. So with the help of computer, we can identify the nucleotide sequence or base pair sequence of this human DNA. So this figure represents the human genome project. Next question is the figure given below depicts the diagrammatic sectional view of female reproductive system of humans. Which one of sets out of 1 to 4, F have been correctly identified? Now these are the 4 options and we have to identify these 4 sets That is, C is infundibulum, D is fibrillae, E is cervix, D is oviduct funnel, E is uterus, F is cervix, A is perimetrium, B is myometrium, C is fallopian tube, B is endometrium, C is infundibulum, and D is fibrillae. Now we know that this is the ovary, a pair of ovary is present in human reproductive system. So this diagram represents human reproductive system. Now human reproductive system, it consists of first a pair of ovary. This is fibrillae. This is fallopian tube. This is uterus. And this A, it represents this endometrium. So we know that this egg enters this fallopian tube, and from fallopian tube, at this point, fertilization takes place, and after that, it is implanted into the uterus and it develops as zygote. So this is the entire process. Now, fallopian tube, we know that this is part which is closer to this fibrillae and is called as infundibulum. This part is known as infundibulum, and it possesses finger-like projections which are known as fibrillae, and these fibrillae, it helps in the collection of ovum. So option A is the correct answer, that is C is infundibulum. D is this fibrillae, and E portion is known as cervix. So A option is the correct answer. Next question is, study the cycle shown below and select the option which gives correct word for all four blanks. A represents nitrification, B is ammonification, C is animal, and D is plants. B, A nitrification, B represents ammonification, C is plants and animals, and C, A represents nitrification, B represents denitrification, C is animal, and D is plants, and A is nitrification, B is nitrification, C plants, and D is animals. Now, this is the diagram which is showing the nitrification and denitrification. So this is the diagram which is representing the nitrogen cycle. Now we can see that this A represents denitrification. This B it represents ammonification. C is plants, and D is animals. So here we can see that this ammonification, B represents this ammonification, that is, and the biomass is converted into this ammonia, and ammonia is further converted into this nitrate. Now this nitrate is further converted to atmospheric nitrogen. This conversion of nitrate to atmospheric nitrogen is known as denitrification. Now, further this nitrate, it is taken up by the plants, and further these plants are eaten by the animals, and they are again converted back to decaying biomass. So option B is the correct answer, that is A represents nitrification, B represents ammonification, C is plants, and D is animals. Next question is, identify the molecule A and B shown below and select the right option giving their source and use. So we have to identify this molecule. The molecule is cocaine, heroin, cannabinoid, or morphine, and their source are also given, and these are the uses of different molecules. Now, looking at the structure, we can say that this is the structure of morphine. Now, the chemical structure of A and B, it represents this A is morphine and B is cannabinoid. So this is the structure of cannabinoid and this is the structure of morphine. Now we know that this morphine, it is principal opium alkaloid, and it is also used as analgesic. It also has some sedative and calming effect. So this morphine has sedative and calming effect, and it also depresses the respiratory center, and it causes the fall in the blood pressure also. This morphine, it also works as painkiller, and it is very useful for the patients who undergo surgery. So this morphine is given to patients who undergo surgery. Now this cannabinoid, it is obtained from the hemp plant Cannabis sativa, and it affects the cardiovascular system of the body. So this cannabinoid, it works on the cardiovascular system, that is, it deals with the heart and different parts of the heart. So it affects the cardiovascular system of the body. So the correct option is morphine. It is obtained from Papaver somniferum. It works as painkiller, and it is also used as sedative and painkiller. Now, next question is, a sagittal section of human brain is shown here. Identify at least 2 levels from A to D. Now, first of all, we should understand that this is the diagram of the brain. Now, there are different parts of the brain, that is A, B, C, and D. Now, this B, it is thalamus. This D it represents spinal cord. This A is cerebrum, and C is pons. So these are the different parts of the brain. Now these parts have different function, like spinal cord is very important. It is helping transmission of impulse, and this cerebrum, it helps in maintenance of posture. So option C is the correct answer, that is A is cerebrum and C is pons. Next question is, which stages of cell division do the following figures A and B represents respectively? A represents metaphase, B telophase. A represents telophase, B metaphase. A represents late metaphase and B prophase, and A represents prophase and B is anaphase. Now we can see from the figure that B represents the prophase stage of cell division and A represents the late anaphase. So option C is the correct answer. Next question is, the figure shows an essential biomolecule associated with which cell organelle? Endoplasmic reticulum, ribosome, nucleus, or Golgi apparatus. Now we can see this diagram. This is the diagram of this nucleosome. So this is the DNA and it is wrapped around histone proteins. There is 8 octamer of histone proteins, which is and it is combined with this DNA. DNA, we know it is negatively charged, therefore it is acidic, and these histone proteins are basic. So these form the structure which is known as nucleosome, and it is concerned with this nucleus. So C option is the correct answer, that is it is concerned with the nucleus. Next question is the 4 sketches A, B, C and D are of different types of animal tissues. Which one of these correctly identified in the option given with correct location and function? A, glandular epithelium, its location intestine, function is secretion. B is collagen, location is cartilage and it is attached to skeleton muscles. Third is tissue is smooth, location is heart and it is help in muscle contraction. Fourth is columnar, it is location is nephron and it is the function is secretion of epithelium and absorption. Now these are the diagram of 4 kinds of tissues. By looking at the diagram, we can see that it is glandular epithelium and it is located in intestine and the function is secretion. So option A is the correct answer, that is tissue is glandular epithelium. It is present in the intestine and secretion. Its function is it is helping secretion. Now, next question is which classical model proposed by Watson and Crick is represented by the figure? First, fully conservative DNA replication, semi-conservative DNA replication. Third is semi-conservative DNA replication. Fourth is non-conservative DNA replication. Now, this is the diagram of the DNA. This diagram represents the DNA replication. Now, first of all, we should understand what is this DNA replication. DNA replication is a process in which 2 copies of DNA are formed from single copy. So this is 1 copy of DNA and this is 1 copy of DNA and this is the parental DNA. So this is known as DNA replication. Now in DNA replication, one strand is, it comes from one of the parent, it comes from parent and the next strand is newly synthesized strand. And this in this also one strand is parental strand and other is newly synthesized strand. So that means that the DNA replication is semi-conservative, which means some part of the DNA is conserved from parent to daughter cells. That is, one strand is same, it is same as that of the parental DNA and second strand is a new strand. So this represents the semi-conservative DNA replication. Next question is which life cycle is indicated in the figure? Amoeba, Plasmodium, Paramecium or filarial parasite. Now this diagram represents the life cycle of Plasmodium. This Plasmodium is responsible for causing malaria disease. Now this is the life cycle of Plasmodium and it is causing malaria fever. Now this is the syngoid state. It represents a vector which is known as female Anopheles mosquito. So here we can see that this female Anopheles mosquito bites the human, and this infective stage syngoid is transferred to this liver, and further it develops into it goes into the blood, and from blood it again here sexual reproduction occurs, and from that it again enters the human, and in this way the cycle is repeated. So this is this diagram represents the life cycle of Plasmodium. Now next question is parts A, B, C, D of human eye are shown in the diagram. Select the option which gives the correct identification along with its function and characteristic. Now this diagram is the diagram of human eye. Now we can see that these are the parts of human eye. Like this is iris, this is lens, B, this A is, it represents retina, and it contains photoreceptors like cones and rods. These cones are responsible for color vision. So, and these are the muscles, and this is lens. So this, we can see that among these options, these the correct answer, that is A is retina, and it contains photoreceptors like rods and cones. A retina, we know it is the innermost layer of eyeball, and it contains three cells, that is ganglion cells, bipolar cells, and photoreceptor cells. And these photoreceptor cells, they are not present in the blind spot because these are responsible for the color vision photoreceptors. So these are responsible for the vision. So option D is the correct answer. The following figure represents globular embryo, heart-shaped embryo, zygote, or syngamy. Now this diagram, it represents the globular embryo. So this is the diagram of this globular embryo. Which disease is shown in the figure? Malaria, Kala-Azar, filariasis, or ascariasis. This figure represents the disease which is known as filariasis. Which process is represented in the following diagram? PCR, DNA fingerprinting, CTAB, or DNA spooling. Now we know that this white color structure is DNA, and this figure represents the DNA spooling. DNA. Now, what is this DNA spooling? In DNA spooling, the DNA is separated in a same test tube and using with different protocols, and this is used in biotechnology experiments. So DNA spooling is the correct answer. What is particular type of drug that is obtained from the plant whose one flowering branch is shown below? Hallucinogen, depressant, stimulant, painkiller. Now this is the diagram, and this is, from this we can obtain this stimulant. Identify the following blood vessels. This is smooth muscle vessel, lumen, and this is, now we have to identify, among these we have to identify the correct option, that is B is this B represents the artery, C represents the capillary, and A represents the vein. So option C is the correct answer. A diagram showing axon, terminal, and synapse is given below. Identify at least two of A to D. Now, the options are A is neurotransmitter, C is neurotransmitter and calcium ion, A is receptor, C is synaptic clasp, and B is synaptic connection, and D is potassium. Now, we know, looking at the diagram, we can see that A, it represents the receptor. This C is synaptic vesicles, and B is the synaptic cleft. Now this diagram represents the synapse. Now what is this synapse? A synapse is formed by two membranes of the synaptic neurons and postsynaptic neurons, which may or may not be separated by a gap which is known as this synaptic cleft. This is filled with a fluid which is known as neurotransmitter. And function of neurotransmitter is it helps in transmission of nerve impulse during these synapses. So option D is the correct answer, that is B represents the synaptic connection and D represents the potassium ions. This D represents the potassium ions because it is necessary for synapse. Now next question is, the figure shows a selection of human ovary. Select the option which gives the correct identification of either A or B with the function and characteristic. Now this figure represents the human ovary. This B is corpus luteum, and the function of corpus luteum is that it helps in secretion of progesterone. Now we know that after the Graafian follicle, it matures, it further ruptures, and the surrounding, it gives rise to this corpus luteum. Now this corpus luteum it produces progesterone, and this progesterone is required for the placenta, and it also helps in the fertilization. So A option is the correct answer, that is B represents the corpus luteum and it secretes progesterone, and this progesterone helps in development of endometrium and it also helps in implantation of zygote. Now next question is, the figure shows a diagrammatic view of human respiratory system with label A, B, C and D. Select the option which gives the correct function. C represents alveoli and it is thin-walled vascular bag-like structure for the exchange of gases. D represents lower end of lungs. A represents trachea and B represents the pleural membrane. Now this is the diagram of human respiratory system. This A represents trachea. It is supported by cartilaginous, incomplete cartilaginous rings, which prevents its collapse from inspiration. B is the pleural membrane. It encloses lung. C is alveoli, and it is thin-walled sacs that have extensive capillary. These are the capillaries for gaseous exchange. And D is diagram. So this is the entire structure of human respiratory system. So option A is the correct answer, that is C represents this alveoli, and these are thin walls, bag-like structures for the exchange of gases, because alveoli is the structure where exchange of gases takes place during inspiration and expiration. Next question is, the diagram given here is standard ECG of normal person. The P wave represents constriction of both atria, initiation of ventricular contraction, beginning of systole and end of systole. Now this is the diagram of ECG, that is electrocardiogram. And this ECG gives the, it is used to find out the heart functioning. So in ECG, different waves are obtained, P, Q, R, S, T. Now this P wave represents the constriction of both atria. It represents how these both atria constrict, because when the heart functions, there is contraction and relaxation, that is systole and diastole. So this P wave represents the constriction of both atria. Now, next question is, which of the following is a true statement about this diagram? A, this is most abundant cell of the blood. B, this cell is phagocytic. Third abundance in blood 60 to 65%. And D, this cell secretes histamine, serotonin, and heparin. Now, this is the cell, and this is structure of macrophage, and this cell is phagocytic in nature. Now we should understand what is the meaning of phagocytosis. Phagocytic means it can engulf any pathogen. So when the pathogen come in contact with this cell macrophage, it engulfs the pathogen and tries to kill that pathogen with the process known as phagocytosis. This process is known as phagocytosis. So this cell is phagocytic in nature. Identify A to E in the given figure. Now, we have to identify A to E in the given figure. This E represents the posterior pituitary. This B represents the hypothalamic neurons. C represents the hypothalamus. D represents the anterior pituitary. And A represents the posterior pituitary. So this is the diagram of the pituitary gland, and these are parts of the pituitary gland. So option B is the correct answer. It is the correct labeling from A to E. Now next question is, what indicates A to D in the given figure? This is the diagram showing the hydroponics. This A represents the funnel. This is the funnel. B represents aerating tube. C is, this is cotton. And D is the nutrient solution. So this is the setup for this hydroponics. By hydroponics we can confirm what is the amount of mineral which is present in this solution. So B is the correct answer. Next question is, identify A, B, C in the given figure. Now in the given figure we can see that A is the transport protein. B is transported molecule, and C represents the membrane. So this figure represents the transport or movement of molecule across the membrane. So this A is the protein which is transported across the membrane, and B is the transported molecule, and C is the membrane. Next question is, the following diagram shows modification of meiosis II for storage. Identify A, B, C, D from the figure. Now this A, it represents the telophase, B is anaphase, C is metaphase, and D is prophase 2. So this figure is showing the cell division. And these are the different phases: telophase, anaphase, metaphase, and prophase. So option D is the correct answer. So please press the bell icon and subscribe my channel so that we can bring more diagrammatic videos for your revision of NEET exam.